You can get this from many positions, but it starts from half guard. And this starts from a failed half guard where I'm trying to get a block here. My shoulders are flat. He's starting to pressure down. Push down. Yeah. So I'm going to use my leg to move him over this way. Okay. What I'm looking for is to collect this arm. So the hand that's on top comes underneath, and I'm going to do a modified gable grip. The gable grip is here. It's great for one connection, but it doesn't allow me to shear. So I'm going to put thumb in between the finger. Okay. Now, if we want to make him cry, we're going to suck our thumb. You okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this here, turn this down, and I need to connect it to my chest. So it looks like he can take my back, but if you notice, I have the whole entire side of his body shut off here, which makes it a little bit problematic. Okay. So this is just the first thing that we're going to look at. One of the key components for this is, so just put your arm straight on the mat. If his shoulder is kind of north of his hand, and I do this, just retract your shoulder to the mat, to the ceiling, it'll come out. So what I need to do when he comes here is to really, I need to get it, see his shoulders here, his hands here. Now I can just do this lightly, take your arm out. Like I'm not using any pressure here compared to here. I can grab all I want, pull it out. Okay. So, a few details here. This leg puts pressure here. This, yeah, throws him over. He's got it here. Now we have this here. Okay. So I like to get you guys doing more than I'm talking, and then we'll come back and we'll fix any issues, and we're going to go into a few other scenarios that happen from here. There's counters for pretty much everything they do. This is a closed loop system, so once you have this, it really doesn't matter what they do. Okay. Now for the most controversial part of jiu-jitsu. Do we clap or don't we clap? So here's what happens. As Canadians, we like to make sure that everybody's happy. So this is a new invention that's been taking off all over the world. It's the staggered clap. So here's how it works. I say staggered clap. If you want to clap, you clap. If you don't want to clap, then you've added to the staggered clap. Staggered clap. Perfection. Any initial thoughts on that?
Ow.
Ow? Ow. Good. Good. How's it feeling for the person on the top? A little confining?
Not so good.
Not so good? Okay. That's kind of what we're going for. Okay. So with this, it's really important to use this leg here for momentum. If I'm walking here and he's trying to, okay. When he puts his hand down, I don't ever want to bring this back so that he can just take your hand off. Do that. Like I really want to, like I'm pushing. So if he takes his hand off now, it's problematic. Okay. So we go here. This comes underneath. Don't forget, turn your thumb down. This comes in nice and tight. Okay. If his hand is bent, there's going to be a couple of reactions. Yep. He can try to bring it over the head. So then, let's just go back a little bit. Slow. If he tries to bring it over the head, I just raise my elbow up, and we have this here. Okay. So again, that's if it's a little bit bent. If I don't have this pressure properly to connect this, I might be off a little bit. He'll feel this. He'll probably start to bend it a little bit. But we have this here. It doesn't matter if he falls. Yeah. Yeah. So that's one. I'm going to give you a few things to play with because it's you'll find they come in kind of succession. One of the other things that tends to happen is he wants to, as I do this, he wants to bring it behind his back in between his body and my body. So just go back right through. He wants to do that. Okay. So in order to counter that,
I just have to raise my hips. Now he can't bring it in between. Okay? If I'm down, he can. So pretty simple and straightforward there. Here, here, it goes there, and it doesn't happen. We still have the tap there. Okay? So that's number 2. Often what happens is individuals, let's just turn this a little bit. When this happens, they want to drive into me to stop it, okay? So, and this is very similar to Kurt's yesterday, so any of you that were there for that class, you'll recognize it. As he drives in, I want to flare my shoulder up. I'm not pulling down, I'm flaring it up, scissoring my legs, pinching, my shoulder lands on his shoulder. Okay, there's a, here, let's come back over here. I really want my shoulder to land right on the socket here. Because now he can't take my back. Just try. Yeah. One of the things that will happen is that he'll keep this arm strong and I can't push it down, but he wants the back. So he'll do that. When that doesn't work, the leg almost always pendulums. And when the leg, go ahead, when the leg comes down, there's no energy in the arm. And that's when I take the arm. Okay, so I'll go through the series quickly once more. Get you guys trying this. You okay? Yeah.
Question. Can you do them in sequence one more time? Because I've already lost some of them. For this drill that they're doing.
Yeah. So as it's here, he's pressuring you. This is what I'm looking for. I don't really want him to be able to take the hand off. I don't want to take the pressure off here. There, take your hand off. Bring it to your chest. So let's go back. If he bends his hand towards my head, I just raise my elbow.
Yes.
Okay. If he tries to, go ahead, dive behind the back. I just raise my hips, and it's there.
Yep.
If he tries to drive in, I'm going to raise my shoulder, pin, push down, and then bring it towards my belly button. Okay. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
So once you have the tension in the legs and then once you have the grip, do you want to lock your legs once you have that grip with the arm?
I don't lock my legs. I'll use, and you were mentioning this yesterday, I refer to it as like offset connection. You're talking about opposing forces. So if I'm squeezing here evenly, I'm just holding as opposed to controlling, right? Once one leg goes above the other, I'm just turning with my hips. I'm not scissoring my legs. So one is slightly lower than the other. And I'm just turning with my hips. And now we have other stuff from other classes as well. But here, pin it to your chest. Okay. So we'll get some work. Put up your hand if you got some questions, and we'll do a staggered clap. Feelings about this? Initial thoughts?
Very controlling.
Yeah, it's really problematic because you've got the one side of the body shut off. So as long as you bring the arm to your chest, or if you can't bring your chest to the arm, you have a lot of time to think and play. You don't have to freak out with this. So I'm going to go over just the arm drag. And Matt made a great point here. So I really want his body on this side. I don't really want to just turn here because you can see he's got the back. And that's the importance of, as he's coming in, using this leg here. He's now on that side of the body, and now it's a problem. Okay, so I've got this here. He's going to start to bring his arm behind So yeah, he's going to go here. Okay, so there's an arm drag here, as most of you can see. So go back. But I can control the speed of this if I raise the hips. Like he can. Okay, so here, good. So he's here now. I want to raise my hips because I want his head down. If I don't raise my hips, let's just go back. Yep. His head's now up, and he has a height advantage. Okay. So, and again, if this is tight, like you can see, that's problematic right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So I want my hips up, which brings his head down. So this brings the arm drag here. So for me, the arm drag is not just trying to come up, come here and take the bath. Let's go over here. There's some fun details here. Yep. So if you lift this arm up so we can see. So for me, I'm going to grab here, and the arm drag is I'm dragging this shoulder behind me, which now puts him in a locked position. It's very tight. So I want to drive in, but I don't want to drive into his body. I'm just going to hold his neck. I'm going to scoot up here. I'm going to drive it. Yeah, it's super tight. Okay. So over that again. Yep. So just kind of come up. So from the arm drag position here, instead of just dragging his arm across and trying to come up and beat him, I want to drag my shoulder behind me. And it's already really tight here. I don't want him going away, so I hold this right up here, and then we can finish that. So too quick, does that make sense? You want to see that again? Yep. Yeah, so we'll turn this way. So his arm is here. I want to either bridge into the elbow or into the shoulder. I don't want to be down here, which is what I can do. Yeah. One other important detail with the hand on the mat. You'll probably be tempted to grab up here. Let's see if you guys can come around this way a little bit so you can all see this. If I grab up here and he brings his elbow back, he's cleared. So I want my arm on the mat, so when he brings his elbow back, it doesn't clear. The best he can do now is to try to raise his arm, and he's just put it into that position for me to go behind there. Okay. So instead of having it up here, clear your elbow, and now there's a fight. It's down here, clear your elbow. Yep, it's in the position already. Come up here.
Right. Is that elbow next to your hip? Like, where's the elbow's laid? Is it like pressed against it?
It's going to land there. Once you do this as a drag and think about dragging your own shoulder back,
Yeah.
it's pressed there immediately, and they're ready to tap right away instead of dragging it across.
And he can elevate his elbow up like this.
No, because I'm in the way. So he can only, as long as my arm is on the mat, all he can do is to slide it. He can't move his elbow. He has to clear his elbow, which is why my arm is on the mat. If my hand is up here, he can clear his elbow. If my hand is down there, he can't clear his elbow.
No, I mean up.
To lift the arm up?
Yes.
It's got too much
Right.
weight on me.
Yeah, I've got the weight on, but if he lifts his arm up, oh, you mean up like that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. No, once it's here, like my hip's in the way.
Yeah.
He's not lifting it. Like the best he can try to do is lift this, which is, yeah. You'll see once you feel it. Just go into this slowly. Grab. It's an arm drag. You're dragging your own arm back rather than their arm across. Okay?
Can you see it one more time
Yeah.
from the beginning?
Okay. So he's coming here. I'm really cranking him over here. Got the pressure. He's starting to put it behind his back. I'm lifting, which puts his head down. Yeah, he wants to clear it. It's already there. Up. Yeah. Good. Yeah, absolutely. No, you felt. Oh yeah. All right. Staggered clap. This one is a little bit more challenging, probably people are finding. It takes a little bit of repetition to get that feel down. But the big key to this one is it's an arm drag, not dragging it across, dragging it behind, and then hold the neck. Because then any motion that you make goes directly either into the shoulder or the arm, okay? So, this one series. And it's super important that I want him on this side of the body. Which I really want to use the leg here. Up, one is higher than the other, and I'm not scissoring. I'm rotating my hip, which makes it strong. That gets us here. Make him cry. Suck your thumb. God, I'm being kind here. Yeah, I appreciate it. So we do have the armbar here. We have the modified lock when he brings his hand over. If he brings his hand over, go ahead. Just wait till the last second. So go back. If he starts to move and I do it here, it's not there. Okay. If I have this and let him think he can bring it over, now it's there. Okay. Just wait for him. Okay. So we're gonna bring this here. But don't like that. Often we're going to drive in, so we'll go over this series again. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm using the legs, I'm using the shoulder rotation, and I'm going to push this hand down that way, okay, so that he can't post. Here, here, here. Now it's very smooth, and it's off and on right away. Yeah, I'll switch sides. You can see that. Okay. Right here. It's right there. He's going to try to drive in. I'm lifting the leg, lifting the shoulder, bringing the arm down. He just falls. I really need to pin my shoulder to his. I'm not here. I'll switch angles here. Put you there. You try that one. I'll just lay down. Okay. So we've landed here. So the finishing mechanics here, I need the ball of my shoulder to be on the ball of his shoulder so it doesn't move. If it's in the armpit, it's not as effective. Yeah, he has access to the back. If it's here, go ahead. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Or it's very, very difficult. He has to pendulum that leg, and as we know now, when the leg comes up, there's strength. When it goes down, there's no strength in the arm. So next part of the series is struggling a bit. So take like half guard of the back, right? So he's looking to get here. I can start to move this leg up to collect this arm. I want to push the arm down into the mat, but then drag it into his belly button. That's the finish. As opposed to this works, but you have to have perfection with the shoulder. So if I don't have that and I'm here and I push down, the shoulder goes up, doesn't work. However, if I do this and then bring it in, I don't have to be perfect with the shoulder. So it just gives you an option. Okay. So the other thing that will often happen here is that they'll try to clear this leg to go to the back, whether it's, yeah, good. So clear your leg. When he clears the leg, I bring his body back, which now gives me acres of space because his arm's now far away from his body. Okay, so I'm just using my body to bring it back onto the shoulder, push down, and drag in. Sorry. Really good? Okay. Okay. Questions?
So it's a pushing down and then a twisting and then a pushing into the body.
Yeah, so I'm pushing down to create the tension.
Oh.
Then I'm twisting and then I'm dragging it along. The break happens along here. That's a Paul Elliott tip from a few years ago. because I was always doing this, and I can feel the shoulder going up over you. So here, and now just bring it down and scrape it in. Okay. The closer his arm is to his body, the stronger he is. So just run him back. That's pretty controlled. Okay.
One more time.
One more time. Okay. So yeah, he's coming in. Really overemphasize this. I want to grab. He's not liking that. Yeah, here. After the leg and raise the shoulder. And this stays. I already have it here. If he kicks the leg out, run him back. All right, staggered clap. So there's some other stuff to this series, but it's all kind of the same premise. As long as you keep your initial grip, you can see it's really problematic and hard to counter, it's hard to defend. It's just a closed loop, and then they're flipping, and now it's you, the armbar, the same mechanic, and gravity, which usually makes it a bit worse. Any last minute questions?
What do you think about using lockdown for this position?
So the lockdown also locks me down. Right? I'm big on having their momentum come up because they're already coming up. And then I need to get them on that side. So that wouldn't allow me to do that. Just for this. But otherwise, yeah, lockdown's a menacing thing. Yeah.
Once you're on top, and what if you can't get the armbar?
If you're on top and you have the shoulder properly,
Yeah.
and your arm is underneath, you should be able to get the armbar as long as you're paying attention to what your opponent's doing. If the shoulder is pinned, they should be able to get to your back by just moving, and then that's when you look for that leg pendulum. And as soon as that leg comes down, there's no energy in the arm, and you should be able to take the arm. Okay? There's some other stuff to this, but you can catch me in an open mat if you want. We give some time to give a water break here. And I'd love to get a picture with you guys if that's all right. And thanks for coming out.
You're welcome.